St. Lucia, good morning. As you can see, we are here with our friends from Courts. I have Miss Brittany Jonge here with us. And of course, the excitement is all about the Courts Fashionista competition, which is coming up pretty soon. Brittany, how are you doing today?
I'm excited. I'm very excited to have you here with us again. Welcome to Courts Marisil. It's a pleasure to have you and your team at DBS here. I'm really excited, Sheila. I'm really very excited about the Courts Fashionista competition. We spoke about it last week, and we actually got to select the finalists, and we'll go in detail as we let the general public know who the finalists are for the Courts Fashionista competition 2016.
Great. Now, St. Lucia, I know you guys follow our show a lot. But Brittany, just for those who may have missed it, although you should be in the know, just give them a little reminder exactly what Courts Fashionista is all about.
The Courts Fashionista competition was launched in 2014 as a spin-off to our fashionable furniture promotion then. Seeing that we have lots of trendy and fashionable pieces to offer, we decided to put on a competition to offer aspiring young designers the opportunity to showcase their talent. So the competition is really just an avenue to have young aspiring designers, give them the opportunity that they need to showcase their talent, and of course a chance to win a lump sum of cash.
Now, you know what's my favorite part of this is how people can express their creativity, because you've mentioned before that people are actually modeling their pieces out of actual furniture pieces from Courts.
Well, persons would have had to come down to the store or pick up a copy of the brochure and select a piece of furniture and get their inspiration from it. So somebody may have selected that beautiful piece of dining set that we're seated on now, and they would have drawn up a sketch and showed us what their inspiration was from selecting that piece of furniture. So that's really what the Fashionista competition is about. It's really a combination of fashion and furniture. So we would see persons creating a design based on a piece of furniture that they would have seen and bring it to life. So it's really about creativity, it's about craftsmanship, it's about originality, and it's really giving, I continue to say, young and aspiring designers the opportunity to showcase their talent, because we do have a lot of talented people in St. Lucia, and I got the opportunity to meet with them on Friday. As really they got the chance to meet their fellow competitors, and to learn a little more about the competition, and of course what they stand to win, which we'll go about in detail.
Great. Now, when is it slated for? When is everything, all the action going to go down?
We are happy to confirm that the Fashionista competition for St. Lucia will be held on September 2nd at Courts on the Chaussee from 3 p.m. As I said last week, this is an OECS competition, which means that we have similar competition across the OECS, and the designs are just as amazing as St. Lucia. It is our hope and our goal that this competition becomes an OECS competition where the designers and the champions from each OECS country get the opportunity to compete against each other. We really are excited about it, so we want to invite and encourage everybody to come out to support the designers on September 2nd at Courts on the Chaussee from 3 p.m.
Listen, you need to stay tuned because we are going to follow them, and this is guaranteed to be exciting. Now, the moment that we've all been waiting for, we're going to be announcing the finalists. So Brittany's going to tell us about that.
So we at Courts are happy to announce the 20 finalists who make up the Courts Fashionista competition 2016. They are as follows: Quincy Maradona Griffith, Cherie St. Val, Sharon Tanner, Cherise Feats, Tori Conibert, Mavo Williams, Ashley Imbert, Cedra Auguste, Ashley Prosper, Kimberly Shalry, Charlene Lagon, Joanne Asson, Thema Joseph, Naomi St. Remy, Andrea Edward, Georges James, Nancy Celestine, Nicholas Pierre, Chantel Jabatis, and Crystal Delise. So we're very excited. So congratulations to our 20 finalists. We look forward to seeing your designs on September 2nd. We want to encourage the general public to come out to support our finalists. They are going to put on an amazing show. Experience has taught us that the Courts Fashionista competition is a show that you definitely do not want to miss. The winner of the Courts Fashionista competition on September 2nd will walk away with $2,500 in cash. First runner-up will walk away with $1,000 in cash, and second runner-up will walk away with $500 in cash. Of course, Courts will be providing all 20 participants with tokens of appreciation for their participation in the competition.
Fantastic. You see, this is why Courts is just the best, giving you quality, of course, and keeping you trendy and thinking outside of the box. So we're thrilled about this. The finalists have been announced. So St. Lucia, as you heard, you can come out and view. And by the way, for the general public who want to come and support and see the action, is there any fee or charge? Or
Definitely not. It's really a competition that's open to the general public. It starts at 3 p.m., so we expect persons to come in a little bit early because we will be expecting a crowd. We will be expecting the participants to come out with their friends and family to support them, because a component of the judging criteria would be crowd response and biggest forces. So we expect to get persons coming in to support the finalists. So we just want to again encourage the general public to head down to Courts on the Chaussee on September 2nd as our 20 finalists compete for the chance at winning $2,500 in cash and the bragging rights of being associated as the Courts Fashionista 2016.
so St. Lucia, you heard it from Brittany. Courts on the Chaussee is where you need to be September 2nd. Come out with your crew, come out with your posse, make it a live and come enjoy the excitement. We're looking forward to seeing you. We'll be right back. Hey, good morning, St. Lucia. I'm your host, Sheila Mendez, and as you can see, I am outdoors. And as I always say, it's always better when you are outdoors. Now, part of my pursuit with the show is to try to bring out St. Lucians who are maybe a little bit under the radars, but definitely doing great things. And of course, to highlight just what drives them and that passion that they have. So today, I'm really happy to have Jonathan Joseph here with us. He is a marine biologist, and he's absolutely very passionate about the environment. And for us here in St. Lucia, I think it's a topic that we take too lightly. We live on a beautiful island, which we need to take care of it, because people spend thousands of dollars just to come down here to our island. And if we don't take care of that, then we have nothing to show the world. So, Jonathan, thank you so much for being with us. How are you today?
Oh, I'm fine. It's great to be here, and be able to talk about my passion and what we can do as St. Lucians to protect our island and ensure that, our island has a future, because as you see, the environment is our biggest natural resource. This is what we have. We don't have any large industries. All we have is, right now, we have the banana industry, we have rum, we have these small things, but our largest earner is the tourism dollar, and that comes from our environment. And recently, there have been some instances for many different reasons where there's degradation going on in the environment. The state of the environment is going down. We are allowing some things to get out of hand, and we need to have some activities. We need to get on board. We as a people and we as the government need to work together to improve the state of the island before it reaches a point where we cannot control what is happening.
And I totally agree with everything Jonathan just said. But before we get more into the environment, we're going to get to know Jonathan a little bit better. Now, Jonathan, I know you are a man of many hats. Just let St. Lucia know exactly what you've studied as well.
Well, my major is in environmental and natural resource management. I have a minor in marine biology. My passion, my whole life has been the environment. So it's not just something I've studied, it's something I've grown up in. Most of the I was born in St. Lucia, but they sent me to Trinidad for my education. So I spent most of my time in a mountain valley, in rainforest. And when I was through, I came back home, with everything I've learned from Trinidad, all the different certifications and internships and education I got over there, with the dream of coming back home and helping to make our country a better place. I mean, St. Lucia, the Helen of the West, it is a great place to live in, and there's many fantastic opportunities here for everyone. And it's my dream to ensure that our island has the brightest future possible. And sometimes what I see does scare me, but it is not that, we like to say sometimes St. Lucians are bad people. St. Lucians are not bad people. We just get the wrong ideas sometimes, and we need to learn from each other. We need to work with each other to help bring things out to a better light, especially when it comes to our environment. This is our land. When our land is hurt, It is our people that feel the strain. It is our children that are poisoned. It is our waters that are poisoned. It is our hardships to catch. So there must be some way or some form of education or something we can do. And this is what I'm trying to find out. How do we talk to the people? How do we deal with the certain government entities involved and get them to collaborate with each other and get on board? What message do we have to send to the people other than, look, you are harming the environment by something as simple as not throwing your trash in the bin? Okay, and damaging the coastal areas, clearing of the coastal areas, clearing of mangroves. You damage these ecosystems which certain people depend upon for their livelihood. We have fishermen that depend on the mangroves, which are a breeding ground for fish. Without fish, our fishermen can't survive and we can't eat a proper meal. Tourism who come down here to the coastal areas, they come out at night to enjoy our local delicacies, our fresh fish, they will have problems. Families now would have problems feeding their children and sending them to school. And then we have other people on the coast who depend on tourism themselves as part of aesthetic tours. And when they come to an area and see the amount of garbage that's left over from the weekends, mismanagement by the entities involved in cleaning the areas, lack of care by the individuals who visit the beach, it is the stakeholders on the beach, we locals who work and live on the beach, that suffer from these cases. And we are trying to get the word out and try to get the education out there that there are things we can do to change. And if this changes, if this change does happen, it's guaranteed to be better for everyone. The more and more I look at it, is the more and more I love it. And then when you see these little happenings, I mean, there's so much I could say about them. There's so much different degrees of pollution that's going on. It's sometimes it's people who just don't know. Sometimes it's people who willingly do it. Sometimes it's mismanagement. I just don't know. It really hurts me. It's so much to think about. It just wells in my head. But it's education. The more you understand about it, the more you love, and the more you see how this is what keeps us going. This is what is going to, give us our future, not only our future. It's our children's future. That's the whole purpose of sustainable development. Meeting the needs of our present, but not jeopardizing the needs of our future generations. And that's very important because young St. Lucians, we have brilliant minds coming up here right now. I mean, we've always had brilliant minds, but I mean, we have millennials now. This is the 21st century. Things are so much available to our islanders that weren't available to us before, and I'm seeing such young, brilliant, budding people coming out here. And we really need to prompt action to get, the gears rolling on this. We need to get people to understand. We need to have this change now, sooner than later. Prevention is better than cure.
Well, listen, that's words coming straight from Jonathan. And this is why we always say we definitely wake you up in the know. So this time we're talking about the environment. You do your part, I need to do mine. And let's take care of the island that we live in before it's too late. So, of course, keep it locked. And just remember that name, Jonathan, doing great things. And hey, let's just take care of the land we live in. We'll be right back. Welcome back, St. Lucia. Thank you for joining me. I'm your host, Sheila Mendez, and of course, you are watching This Morning here on DBS. Now, during the course of last week, the Peter International Film Festival had various activities and workshops, all leading up to the build-up of showing local as well as regional and international films. On Saturday, they held their awards ceremony. And don't you worry, we were there, so we're going to bring you all the action. Let's check out the highlights from their awards ceremony.
Where you from? But you might be the one who's running things. But you can ring anybody's bell to get what you want. You see, it's easy to ignore trouble when you're living in a bubble. So to your mama, 'cause you're on your own in the real world. Don't go crying to your mama, 'cause you're on your own in the real world. Don't go crying to your mama in the real world.
I want to shout a joyful noise to the God who reigns, the God who gives, the God who takes away. How we exchange dark shades and set me ablaze. Now I'm a sunshiner, declaring brighter days. Hey, screaming out like it's a finals game. My God be the point guard, running all the plays. He's at the center, plus he shoots in the devil's face. Power forward, small forward, put him any place. He is the referee, the coach, man, he just is. He is too great to contain, so I bust this.
As I walk, and as I speak, I should fear no evil. And in my soul, I should fear no evil. And I should fear no evil. And I say power to the people. And I should fear no evil. And I say power to the. Hey yo, talk to them, bro. Soulful. Take me down low, storyteller. I don't rap as storyteller.
Iwezo pokali tutsokali, iwezo pokali mwekosa. La bima sepa wuma tekabe, adajau utie mweselabi. Vamos levar já ale, eles vão capar meu
We'd like to say a special thanks to Brother Edomoja as well as Dr. Kathleen Walls for allowing us to be part of their various activities as well as being present at the awards ceremony. Remember, the Peter International Film Festival is founded by a St. Lucian for St. Lucians and is a platform so that our talent has an avenue to grow and flourish. So with that, again, we say thank you, and that brings us to the end of our show. We'll see you next time.